And I meet patients all the time, and their goals are, I want to live my best life. I want to be able to do the things that I want to do, be able to golf, be able to ride my bike, or be able to pick up the grandkids, or be able just to enjoy life pain free and live my best life. And yet there's so much misinformation, and there's so much out there that literally crowds our brains and our minds and can oftentimes lead people to inaction, just not doing anything, because there's so much information and maybe misinformation and so many thoughts that it can paralyze you. It can keep you from doing anything. And to simplify this, there's really 5 essentials to health, 5 essentials to living your best life, or what we call 5 essentials to max living. And those 5 essentials are just like a plant. And this is a plant analogy that I sometimes will use, that it's essential to life. These 5 essentials are. Just like a plant needs a few things, a few ingredients to really thrive. A plant needs good sun, it needs water, it needs good soil. It needs for the soil not to be toxic. And if you have those ingredients, for most plants, that's a thriving environment for a plant. Well, in the same way that a plant needs certain ingredients, the body needs and has essential components for ultimately for it to heal and for it to function at its best. And those 5 essentials are to have a growth mindset, to have proper nutrients, to have quality oxygen and build lean muscle, to make sure that we're minimizing toxins, and then for the nervous system to be balanced. And those 5 essentials, those 5 elements to health, that is it. You don't have to go looking for some pill in the sky, or some, health was not buried in the belly of a whale deep down in the ocean. Health is inside of you and I. Our body is designed to heal. Most people will believe that and have a deep belief that the body can self-heal and self-regulate. Like right now, if you cut your leg will heal without you thinking about it. You just ate food today at some point, and that food is becoming a part of you. You've digested it. It became a part of your skin cells, and some of those nutrients became liver cells, and some of them became kidney cells. You don't have to think about any of that happening. In fact, the average person has between 70 and 100 trillion cells inside of their body. Each one performs a specific reaction and chemical reaction and a purpose within the body. And thank God that you and I don't have to think about each one of those cells doing what we think it should do at the time that we think it should do it. And we innately know that. We intuitively know that. But then when it comes to our own bodies and the way that we feel, sometimes we attempt to trick the body into health. We attempt to manipulate it into optimal function. No, the body doesn't need help. It needs no interference. The question that you and I have to ask is, where is the interference in my body's ability to heal and regulate itself? Where's the interference? And you don't have to look any further than the 5 essentials to look at that and say, which one of those categories am I deficient? Am I missing? Or am I off the mark? Growth mindset. Just the belief that you can, and the belief and faith in the body's ability to self-heal. And even above that, faith in the design, the creation of our bodies, that it has the innate and inborn ability to heal and self-regulate through the brain and spinal cord. Nutrients. The body's taking in the food, the nutrition that we eat, the supplements that we take, and the proper soil, and making sure that it is all dialed in purposefully with what we put into our bodies. Toxins, the foods we eat, the drugs we take, the household cleaners we're exposed to, the pots and pans, the water systems. These are all important essentials and really key areas of toxicity that we can toxify our body. And really exercise, building lean muscle, oxygenating our body. This does not have to be a foreign concept, and this does not have to be complicated. In essence, move with intention daily, and really get out of our chairs and get outside, get some sunlight, and get moving. And then lastly, balancing our nervous system. There's 2 components, the fight or flight response in our nervous system and the rest and digest. We want our bodies resting and digesting so it can rebuild, repair, and rejuvenate itself properly over time. And that's the essential component of chiropractic, is helping to balance the nervous system. And we look at these 5 essentials. There's nothing outside of those 5 essentials. There's nothing foreign here that we need to go looking for to find out why is our body not healing. It's in there, and it's in the 5 essentials. And I encourage you, explore, get curious, which essential am I neglecting? Because the one that we neglect is ultimately the one that kills us. And so the one that we focus on in that area and the one that we build up, and when we actually are balanced within our essentials, that's when true healing happens. And that's when ultimately health happens and we thrive in life. And so that's the 5 essentials really to max living. And I encourage you, be curious, dig in, and find out which one am I missing. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Wilson Show. I'm your host, Dr. Nick Wilson. Hey, make it a great rest of your day and be intentional. Make it a great rest of your life. We'll see you next time.